On August 12, 2026, a 22-foot boat overturned in Lake Erie, about 9 miles offshore from Conneaut, Ohio. 3 people went into the water. 2 were rescued by a Good Samaritan and were reportedly uninjured. But one person was still missing. He was a 73-year-old man. The U.S. Coast Guard and several local agencies immediately began a search across the lake. What caused the boat to overturn? And what happened to the missing boater? In this video, we will look at what is officially known about the incident and what remains unanswered. The incident happened on Wednesday, August 12, 2026, in Lake Erie, about 9 miles offshore from Conneaut, Ohio. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, a 22-foot vessel overturned in the lake, sending 3 people into the water. 2 of the people were rescued by a Good Samaritan and were reportedly uninjured. But the third person, a 73-year-old man, could not be located. The Coast Guard and local emergency agencies were notified and began a search operation in the area. At this point, authorities had confirmed the boat had overturned and that one person remained missing. But exactly why the vessel overturned was still unknown. As soon as authorities were alerted, a search operation began on Lake Erie. The U.S. Coast Guard worked with local agencies to search the area where the boat had overturned. Search crews faced the difficult conditions of an open lake while trying to locate the missing 73-year-old man. The 2 other people from the boat had already been rescued and were reportedly uninjured. But there was still no sign of the missing boater. Authorities continued searching the surrounding waters while investigators worked to establish exactly what had happened to the vessel. At this stage, the most important question remained unanswered. What caused the boat to overturn in Lake Erie? What do we actually know about this incident? The confirmed information is limited. A 22-foot vessel overturned in Lake Erie, approximately 9 miles offshore from Conneaut, Ohio. 3 people entered the water. 2 were rescued and were reportedly uninjured. A 73-year-old man remained missing, prompting a search by the U.S. Coast Guard and other agencies. But authorities had not yet publicly confirmed exactly why the vessel overturned. There is no verified evidence at this stage that a mechanical failure, severe weather, another vessel, or any other specific factor caused the accident. That distinction is important. Until investigators release more information, the cause of the incident remains unknown. Several important questions remain unanswered. Why did the 22-foot vessel overturn? Were weather or lake conditions a factor? Did the boat experience a mechanical problem? And what happened to the missing 73-year-old man after the vessel overturned? At the time of this report, authorities had not publicly confirmed answers to these questions. It is important not to turn speculation into fact. Investigators will need to examine the available evidence and determine what led to the accident. For now, the confirmed story is simple but tragic. A boat overturned in Lake Erie. 2 people survived the incident, and 1 person remained missing as the search continued. Incidents like this show how quickly a situation on the Great Lakes can become dangerous. Lake Erie is one of North America's Great Lakes, and its waters can present serious challenges for boaters. But in this particular incident, authorities had not yet identified a confirmed cause for the vessel overturning. That is why the ongoing investigation and search operation are so important. Every piece of evidence may help investigators understand what happened during those critical moments on the lake. For the family of the missing boater, however, the most important question is still unanswered. Where is he? And what happened after the boat overturned?
Dolphin helicopter from Air Station Detroit along with crews from Coast Guard Station Fairport and Coast Guard Station Erie. The Ohio Department of Natural Resources, the Ashtabula County Dive Team, and the Conneaut Fire Department also assisted in the search. Authorities were searching for the missing 73-year-old man after the 22-foot vessel overturned approximately 9 miles offshore. 2 other boaters had already been rescued by a Good Samaritan and were reported in good health. But the search for the missing man continued. At this point, authorities had not publicly confirmed what caused the vessel to overturn. And that leaves one of the most important questions of this incident still unanswered.
As the search continued, one question remained at the center of this incident. What happened to the missing boater? At the time of this report, authorities had not confirmed the cause of the boat's overturning, and the search for the missing 73-year-old man remained the priority. For now, investigators and search crews are working with the information available to determine exactly what happened on Lake Erie. This is a developing story, and new information may change what is currently known. What we do know is that a 22-foot vessel overturned about 9 miles offshore from Conneaut, Ohio. 2 people were rescued. 1 person remained missing. And the full story of what happened on the lake is still waiting to be answered. This is Horizon Fact File. If you want to follow this developing story and discover more real maritime mysteries, subscribe to Horizon Fact File.